black girls are just busted. Like the light skinned girls look so much better because like I don't know, like when you see a dark skinned girl you think crusty. When you see a light skinned girl you think like, oh my gosh, she's beautiful, you know, like. But when you see a dark skinned girl you see like crust, dirt, ash nasty, crust. Okay, crust. But
even though I'm dark skinned, like I'm not black. I'm Dominican and Cape Verdean, and black people get on my damn nerves. I'm not even joking because you know what, they're mad ignorant. Like that's very true. They are very ignorant people. Like they do not care about nothing but themselves. They're selfish, they're ignorant, and I would never date a black boy. I would never have a black girlfriend because they got that bad hair.
Like I just only remember girls trying to like bleach their skin.
I think dark is beautiful, and I like to see when they're dark and they have confidence, because I mean people put them down all the time. So when you see a dark skinned girl and she exudes that confidence, you're like, yeah, you go ahead and do that, girl.
Was growing up, was your childhood harder due to your skin tone?
I think it was because a lot of girls wanted to be lighter skinned. They thought they could, like, people would like them better, or they could get farther in life if they were lighter skinned, which is kind of true because of society and how they see it. Personally for me, I had troubles with people and how they thought of me and their first, like, I guess it's just they had these stereotypes of what dark-skinned girls were gonna say or how they were gonna act, and but like it didn't affect how I felt about myself.
Growing up, was childhood harder for you due to the color of your skin?
Definitely, I think so. Compared to my lighter skinned or even white counterparts, I think I had a harder time making friends or just fitting in, and I felt like I was judged because of the way I looked and even the way my hair was or the way I dressed. I think just being black and dark all together made me looked down upon.
Were you bullied or put down because of your color?
I don't want to say bullied, but sometimes people would make fun of me and I didn't really take it to heart, I don't think. I would wonder why they thought a certain way about it.
Not really, because of where I grew up. I'm from the Bronx, so it's a multicultural place, and the school that I went to, they had people who were from Africa and from Hispanic descent. So for me it was not, and then I moved down here and it was different, but I don't think it had to do with my race per se, but where I grew up.
Were you bullied or put down because of your color?
Yes. I went to a majority white elementary school, and that was really hard for me. And in middle school it was worse because it was a majority white middle school and there weren't that many dark-skinned girls, and especially since I was in the more advanced classes and everyone was white. I was like the only black girl in my classes, and like especially like in the younger days, like in 6th grade, I felt like people didn't want to do projects with me. I had a really hard time making friends and keeping friends, and I felt like even my friends were only my friends to say they had a black friend.
It's a token black kid. I hate that so much.
Is that real?
Yes, that really is. Like white kids, they bring you into their group just to say, hey, I'm not racist, I have this black friend, but that's not how we see it. We see it to have a friendship, but you're just using us. And that's just like, that's really, that.
Does it like affect? How did that affect your self-esteem then, and how does it like affect it now?
Super like ridiculously low self-esteem. I feel like I'm just now getting to the point where my self-esteem is being built back up like recent, like in the last couple of months, because I struggled with it from like the age of like 4. You shouldn't be 4-year-old being 4-year-old worrying about like your self-esteem because you're 4, but ever since I was young, like I felt like I was ugly or I wasn't as pretty as everyone else, and it hurt really bad, and I'm still struggling with it, but it's getting better.
It's a little different. Color wasn't a problem, but I always had the idea that lighter was better, especially my background is also Jamaican, but a lot of people don't know that bleaching is a big epidemic in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And my mom even bleached, you know. She's lighter than me, and as a young child, she would try to get me to, you know, bleach my skin too. And my dad, being darker, was like, no, that's not right.
I don't think people understand the severity of self-hate within my race and within my people. Growing up, I grew up in a predominantly black community, and I did not get hate from my color from white people. I got it from my people. And I think that's what hurts the most, because we are the same. So how can you hate me if we're the same person? I was judged because I'm dark skinned and I'm darker than most people, and I will always get, I got one instance in my 5th grade class. I went to present a project and the lights were off. They said, oh, we can't see you, you look like Wesley Snipes. Or I'll get instances where I have really long, thick, curly hair, so the first thing that comes out of people's mouth is either, oh, I like your weave, or 2, what are you mixed with? You can't be black because you don't have nigger hair. What does that even mean? If it wasn't for my black people, my black ancestry, I wouldn't have this beautiful hair. I feel like we're so ignorant and blinded by everything else that we don't understand that we're beautiful people, and that we're important, and that we're smart, beautiful, we're intellectual, we can articulate. We black people put ourselves down more than any other race does, and it's just something that's instilled within us, and it's not going to change unless people begin to see the beauty of their color rather than just seeing black. I'm more than just my skin tone. I'm more than my hair. I'm more than all of that. I am a beautiful individual with a strong head on her shoulders. I'm intelligent, and I know this, and I know my worth, and I just wish that more people knew their worth and knew that they were just more than dark skin, light skin, all of that, because we're more than that.
I used to think light was better. I grew up thinking that, and with my background, and even with my mother, when I was younger, she would try to get me to stay inside, and she would say, no, like, no, I don't want you to get dark. So I would always think, oh, dark is bad. So I always thought, you know, lighter, fairer skin was superior. I always thought,
you know, your color doesn't really matter. And basically bringing me up in a household where color was not a factor. And I have a broad aspect of friends who are white, who are African American, who are Asian, who are Hispanic. So color has never been an aspect for me in terms of friendships.
So, like, do you have any other remarks on the color subject, or your color subject, or just things, period?
Yes, I think that it's a fight and it's a struggle, and I think we as black women need to, instead of separate and fight each other like I see happening, I think we need to band together and help each other and help raise our self-esteem, and we just need to know that we're equal to everyone else, and we're not lower because of our skin tone or the way our hair is or the way we dress. We're as equal as everyone else, and we need to band together to become stronger and unite. My skin doesn't define me.
Dark-skinned girls.
black is beautiful.
Brown is the color of gods and goddesses. Be proud of who you are because you're beautiful.
Color does not define me.
I'm not black, I'm African American.
Black people have created a culture that is very appealing and often imitated.
I am more than the skin I'm in. I am phenomenal. My black is beautiful.
The different shades of black emphasizes the beauty of my people.
My color doesn't define me.
Dark skin and light skin is not a race. We are all one.
I am more than just my skin color.
Although I'm a black athlete, ball is not only life, school is too.
Being black is proud. Black people have been broken down and have managed to bring themselves up.